just a matter of weeks ago, I definitely didn't think I'd be saying this, but Liam Lawson for me is now clearly in pole position to drive for Red Bull in 2025. It comes after Sergio Perez had yet another disappointing qualifying in the Mexican Grand Prix, just leaving him out of position. And Liam Lawson, I think, has been pretty solid on his return to the sport. Obviously, with that points finish in the US Grand Prix all the way from the pit lane, particularly impressive. Now, obviously, there are other moving parts. Daniel Ricciardo, long thought to be a contender, is now out of the picture entirely, with him being dropped from RB unless something utterly mad happens, which I don't think even the Red Bull stable was mad enough for that to happen. Sergio Perez could see an uptick in form, but personally, I just can't quite see it happening at this rate. To be honest, he just hasn't done enough over the course of not just this season, and the last few years, and for me, his time at the top table of F1 has probably come to the end with a consistent gap. And then obviously you've got Yuki Tsunoda. But for whatever reason, Red Bull just don't seem to rate him that much. Obviously they're going to give him a test, but that seems to be more of a Honda thing than ever. And yeah, there just seems to be no desire from the likes of Horner and Marco to give Tsunoda a test. To give Tsunoda a seat with the Red Bull team, even though he has been the most impressive V-carb driver. Really since Pierre Gasly left, so that will be frustrating for Tsunoda. Red Bull could also opt for an outside option, but at the moment it just doesn't seem very likely that happens. It seems like they want to promote from within and get back to the roots where they found the likes of Vettel, Verstappen and even Daniel Ricciardo. So that kind of leaves one option, Liam Lawson, who's kind of come out of nowhere. Really, but was so impressive when he stepped in last year. Obviously, had to wait a long time, but finally got the opportunity again. Is impressed well. Red Bull seems to like him. They've been pushing in Helmut Marko's case to get him in the seat for a while, and yeah, he seems to be Red Bull's preferred option. Whether it will come too soon for him if he does get the seat, who knows? It could very well be an Albon Gasly scenario once again. But let's face it, most drivers would struggle to be in touch with Verstappen, so I don't think it's just Lawson's fault. So yeah, you may worry it will get rushed if it does happen, but for me it's quite clear that Lawson now, with the way Red Bull seems to have been happy with the way he's performing, the job he's done, is now probably in pole position to get that seat, and that would be a remarkable turnaround based on where he was at the beginning of this year and even in the middle of this year with Ricciardo and Tsunoda filling his second seat. And obviously that would also leave the question of what would happen to that second V-carb seat, because obviously I can't see Perez filling it. But then you could also have Isaac Hadjar, who's done a good job in F2. If not, maybe the likes of Franco Colapinto or Gabriel Bortoleto, whichever one doesn't get the Sauber seat maybe, could definitely fill in there and become part of the Red Bull junior driver. And Red Bull can start to beef up the academy, which has been lacking for a while. And you never know, they could even throw a wild card in there. Arvid Lindblad, he seems to be very highly rated. So yeah, there's going to be lots of questions around the Red Bull Driver Alliance in both their teams over the coming weeks, with the underperformance of Sergio Perez kind of continuing. And yeah, to be honest, I'm very intrigued to see how it all ends up. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.